Hi, future practicum students. I'm Lily Blanton, and this is my final project for Health Practicum, spring of 2025. So today I'm going to be talking about my experience working at Spicewood Springs Animal Hospital and reflecting on what I've learned this year. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the last part of the year, I've worked as a kennel technician at Spicewood Springs Animal Hospital. I was part of a really supportive and fast-paced team where I got hands-on experience with animal care and kind of learned how a veterinary clinic operates. Kind of on a regular day, since I'm not working as a shadow anymore, it's not always glamorous. It's real hands-on work, and it's real, but it's also rewarding in many ways. So the first thing I get to do as a technician is feeding and cleaning kennels in the morning. I work mornings there, obviously, 8 to 1. Feeding and cleaning kennels, especially for boarded pets, is the first thing I do. The second thing is walking dogs and keeping the animals comfortable and clean. The third thing I do is assisting with vaccinations or insulin shots for dogs with diabetes. And prepping patients if they're going into surgery for the other vet technicians when they come and pick them up from the back. The fourth thing I do is pulling meds like Cerenia for the techs. Sometimes if things are slow and they need extra help, I'll do that for them. And the fifth thing is sanitizing exam rooms and equipment for the techs as well, up at the front if there's nothing happening in kennels. So I kind of do both some of the time, working in the front and the back of the hospital. I kind of never realized how much behind-the-scenes work goes into every appointment. The level of hygiene and attention is pretty intense, and I think it's something that not a lot of students realize when they're going into kind of work. So some of the lessons I've learned is that this class has definitely pushed me outside of my comfort zone. You have to go out of your way and apply to these places. You're gonna get a lot of rejections at first before you start getting people to email you back and stuff as a student. With time management as well and multitasking, I have to get up pretty early for my job, a little earlier than maybe some other students since I'm working in kennel now. Another thing I learned is how to stay calm in a stressful environment. The animals can be scared, owners can be anxious, and things move fast, but the staff stays pretty cool and professional. You have to, it comes with time working at the hospital. It's just learning how to, be calm in this kind of environment. I also learned the value of nonverbal communication working in kennels. Since my manager's actually deaf. And it's really cool because the clinic actually hosts weekly ASL classes, which I joined, and it opened my eyes to how inclusive and adaptive healthcare spaces should be. And that's something that I've experienced that maybe other students haven't had to do, it's pretty cool. So there are some pretty memorable moments I think I've encountered as well working there. One of my favorite memories was walking this 90-pound Labrador who thought he was walking me through the hospital. It was actually when I first started working there. It was like I was being dragged like a cartoon character across the yard and across the main part of the hospital, but we made it, and he gave me a big slobbery kiss at the end. It was worth it. It was kind of embarrassing though, because it was right as I started working, and all the other veterinarians and techs saw me get dragged through the hospital and they're like, what the heck is this, new hire doing? On a more serious note, I saw how compassion and efficiency work hand in hand in veterinary care. Watching a techs calm nervous animals before a procedure or gently talk to a worried owner, it taught me that empathy is really just as important as medical skill. I think I have a few notes of advice or words of advice for students. So there's 5 things I think are very important. You can't be afraid to get dirty, especially if you're working with animals. If you're doing a lot of hands-on work, you will have to clean, feces a lot, but it's part of the job. Definitely ask a lot of questions. The staff wants to help you learn, and you'll gain so much more if you speak up. The third thing is definitely try to be early and prepared. It shows that you're serious about learning, and it earns you trust pretty quickly. The fourth thing is to bring water and snacks every day, or every time you're at your site. There's not going to be lunch break time since you're only going to be there about 3 to 4 hours. And the fifth piece of advice I can give is to take every experience as a learning one, even the gross ones. So I'm just really grateful for this experience, and it confirmed that I wanted to pursue a career that blends science and care, and maybe even specialize in vet medicine or biotech in the future. It really helped me grow not just as a student, but also as a future healthcare professional. So yeah, thank you for watching, and you guys have got this. Good luck next year. See ya.